bodyguard. Then there's Wells, and it's Morant in at the 1 spot. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. The pass to the bodyguard. And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here's Randall. Kicks to McDaniels. Gobert the pass to DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Here's the bodyguard. Edwards defending. And that one's good, the bodyguard.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Outside Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Brandon Clark is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's John Morant. And it's Spencer in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edwards passes to Highland. 6 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. They grab their own miss. Reid. And Reid throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Sinks that one from the post.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
Conley against Morant. Outside Conley. He gets it up. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the check. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They ended the period holding on to a slit. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a one-point game. So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the one. McDaniels in the post. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A second chance effort, and Wells lays it in. Wells has got the lead up to one now for Memphis.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Randall. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Number 23, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Here's Shannon. Here's Randall. The layup off target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies out in front, up by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The lead is 2. Vince Williams out there with Brandon Clark. And there's Jackson. Then it's Morant. And it's Spencer in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They trail by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With some changes, Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark, and Wells is subbed in for Vince Williams. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
It drops.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Here's Edwards. Misses the baby hook. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, John Morant.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Let's look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Here's McDaniels. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They lead by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bodyguards checked in for Memphis.
Number 23.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. It's good from beyond the arc.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 3. 6 seconds left in the game. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.